Right, this is the second tutorial on the VSS2, and we're going to look at the pitch repeat function a bit more detail. I didn't touch on it on the other one at all. Right, so same circumstance in logic. Right. Now, the moment we've got a 4-step sequence with just one step, the first step, playing at the beginning of the bar. Now, you'll notice there's a P1 below, which we can highlight. Now, the main P1 output switch is down here, and without that being switched on, you won't hear anything. Oh, pardon me. So, one repeat, which is half a step. So, and we can change the delay times, which is your steps. So, if we put it to 1, it'll be 1 step. And we can up the repeats. And because we've got it set at 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we can change the pitch of those. Beat 1, which is still being triggered from here, is the original pitch, which is set here. That's still the base pitch for whatever this does. Set it back to 0. And next to that, there's a wee division thing, so you can quickly do half time or third. Also, these times change when the step time increases or decreases. So if we increase it, it'll be faster. If you can't hear it, let's just pop that up. And also, what happens if it's still repeating and it meets another pitch, it will reset. So if I put one here, and you can see that's the repeats being triggered. Now, there's a monopoly function assigned to all this, which we'll cover in a minute when we get along. It's the last one on the line. So, we've got and your repeats, of course. Now we can step the pitch up each repeat. Oops, let's go into chromatic mode. Or down, of course. You can also do the same for velocity, so you can get it going quieter, is it? Or louder. Now, as I said, the bass pitch is taken from here, so you can switch those off, they're disguising it. that's playing on top of that because we're in poly mode. Now, if we wanted that to follow the pitch, let's just switch that off so you can hear what it's going to do. We put pitch link on, which will follow that pitch base there for whatever it's playing. And the same for the gate step. We also have pitch patterns. 0 is just the straight repeats. Let's put everything back to where it should be. Let's switch these off just so we don't get confused. So you can hear it. So we've got pattern 1, which is octaves. Kind of arpeggiated effect. You can edit these and make them how you want. If you click here, view button B, you can see the table data here for the model. And if you want to draw your own, you just, if that's set to D, you can just there's 16 of these. And that's the one for pitch 2 over there. It's the same table data, so whatever you draw in this table will appear in that one and vice versa. Right, monopoly button. Okay, now we're in poly mode at the moment, except for that bit there. So we'll switch that back to poly. And what we'll end up with is and you notice that that note is out on top of the other one. So it's like playing 2 notes at the same time. If we switch this to mono mode, it stops P1 from playing when it reaches another red one. Now that's very useful when you're playing mono synths. The one on the gate, that's used for, because obviously that note there, the first step is being triggered, and if that's got quite a long gate setting on it, it's going to go under the repeats. Again, on a mono synth, that will cause some stuttering, which actually sometimes is quite good. Set it to mono and it makes the gate times the same so that you don't get that. And we'll switch B2 on as well now. And again, the whole thing can be transposed from the keyboard. Or if you set up one of these to transpose, let's just see what this is supposed to be doing. Yeah, that's this. what that one's doing is that's controlling this overall transpose for the sequence. And as you can hear, you can have jolly good fun. I've just changed the synth sounds. This is a bank selector. Can't see the one. That sort of demonstrates the change from mono to poly. I'll just set the synth to mono. Sometimes you get odd effects happening. Let's go back to the poly and see if that collage of notes is overloading. It's really noticeable when you're messing around with a mono synth. As you can hear, by changing the synth sounds, it takes you into another world. Right, well I think that's enough on pitched repeats with variable delays, etc., etc. Goodbye.